Hello and good morning.
Hi.
Welcome to Sojourn Grace Collective, our live stream virtual church.
It's a thing we've been doing for a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm Colby. This is Kate.
Hi.
We're the co-pastors of this Progressive Christian Church in San Diego. Behind us, I know that was sort of slurry. Behind us are the Gilmores.
The Gilmores.
Karen and Ben are going to provide some tunes today. Also today, I get to do the kids' corner.
Yay.
How fun is that?
That is fun. Did you
read
see
about.
us at the books?
Yeah.
Do you know that book already?
What's that?
Do you know that book already?
I know of it.
Oh. Okay.
I know of it.
I said it was the book you were doing. You're like, yay!
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why was that your response?
Because I like to pretend that I know all the things. This is not news to you.
It all
You are not
belongs.
surprised by this.
It all belongs.
Yeah, it all belongs. That is one of the mottos here at Sojourn Grace, and we are in the middle of a series where we're exploring that motto a bit. So Kate's gonna later on in the service do what we call a spiritual nugget, which is a little bite-sized morsel of goodness for nourishment of body and
Or a
mind
long,
and soul.
rambly poem. Hi, Nani. Hi, Amber.
Oh,
Hi, Sam.
Nani's in the
Haven't
house.
seen you all
Hi,
in a
Nani.
while.
Good to see you. Pits.
Hi, Germany.
Half Pits are here.
Germany's here.
Olaf. All of Germany is here.
Germany's here. I don't know why I said hi, Germany. I meant hi, Olaf, but
So glad
I
that
looked
you
at your
are
comment
with
that
us.
said Germany.
Remember that if you've been here before, like I said, this is live. So all the comments, you get to interact with each other. You don't just have to interact with us, although you can because we see them and we like to interact with you. But feel free to hang out with each other in the comment section. Just put us on the back.
And some of you are on YouTube and some of you are on Facebook and you can't see each other. So we try to add broadcasts so you can see back and forth a little bit. But if you want to have both, if you're capable of having both, then you can see even more people. We've been talking about how to make that happen still when we go back in person.
Yeah. We have some
Still
ideas.
interact. It's exciting.
We have some ideas. Our mission here is wholeness.
Oh, we're still talking about who we are.
Our mission here is wholeness, spiritual, social, and emotional.
Guys, this is my
wholeness.
favorite part of the service.
And we welcome
every
you
morning.
into this service to do that. If you'd like to get lyrics for the morning, you can do that at sojourngrace.com/virtual. Welcome to Sojourn.
I felt like I was in an especially eerie place this morning, hovering behind Colby. It's terrifying. No, just me. It's just me. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
It's important.
it's fine. I'm alone.
Every day we go to war again. We assume we know so much more than them, for we hear what they have to say. Headline breaks, we start to hate again, calling them names again. We give our peace away. 'Cause I hope they see it, 'cause I wanna see it. I hope we believe it. 'Cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. I wanna know that love is all around you. It's all around you. Day by day, hope fades away, and then we know that there is pain within we cannot medicate. Learn to feel, learn to begin again, open our eyes again to see our neighbor's pain. I hope they see it, 'cause 'cause I wanna see it. I hope we believe it. 'Cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. I wanna know that love is all around you. It's all around you. See how it lights you up. It lights you up. See how it lights you up. It lights you up. See how it lights you up. It lights you up. 'Cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. I wanna know that love is all around you. It's all around you. It's all around you. It's all around you.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. There I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your mothering hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the way you love me. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call
stronger in the
in
present.
the way you love me. Spirit, lead me where my
Trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters.
wherever you would
Call me, take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger.
in the way you love me. I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. I am yours, and you are mine.
There's a system. Hello and welcome to the Ben and Karen Show.
There's a system.
Who do you agree with, me or Ben? Which thing do you like best?
This is what we're doing right now?
No, I don't know. I don't have a plan.
Before you get
Saw an
to your
opportunity.
conversing, we have to acknowledge that that comment. Y'all's version of that song was gorgeous.
Oh, thanks,
Thank
love.
you.
Yeah, the lyrics I think on that, the lyrical revisions are a work in progress always. Like we've changed it a few times and we're still evolving. But anytime we can take something and something old and make it new, that's good, right?
It's funny for me because when that song first came out, a friend of mine actually kind of sent that to me, who's on the Inside of Hillsong, so I got to hear it a little bit before I actually kind of made out with the world. And I was like, this is a great song. And then I was like, there's a sort of disconnect for me about people who would sing this, because I think it is about kind of a lot of things we talk about all the time and what we value, like risk and kind of walking out into the unknown and mystery. And it kind of really amazes me that it's become so popular in churches all over the place. It makes me go like, interesting. How do you figure that? How does that work?
Did you see that Steven's on my team?
Always.
I'm happy. Okay, shall we play a game called Collective Conversations? where we
Collective conversations.
a potentially awkward question and see what everyone has to say. What you
Yeah.
got?
What's the cheesiest movie moment or line you can think of?
You complete me.
We've had this conversation, I
many
think, for
times
about
this
2 weeks. And what were we watching? We're watching, well, this is us.
Cheesiest movie moment or line you can
Yeah.
think of?
Watching This Is Us this week.
Yeah, which was also all about Jerry Maguire.
about Jerry
We
Maguire.
had just talked about Jerry Maguire last weekend, and this has been a Jerry Maguire week for us.
Yeah.
Cheesiest movie lines. Okay, you say them and we'll perform them. Go ahead. What do you got? We'll just wait. Take your time.
I'm trying to think of the cheesiest
Fine.
line in a movie ever. I think I only think about, I don't know, all the lines I have off movies aren't kind of so cheesy. It's just, like,
Here you go. There's one
my
for
name
you.
is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. It's not cheesy. It's just amazing.
Okay, there you go, Ben. Go for it.
That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous. I don't know that one.
Dangerous.
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. It's amazing.
Is this heaven?
What was that from?
No, it's Iowa. Yeah. You are in Iowa. All the. Oh,
I think one of my
My
favorite moments.
Kind of cheese.
Yeah.
but
My favorite moments in like Tom Hanks' Meg Ryan movies is when she's sick. Is that when she kind of has the cold and he comes to her apartment and she's just like,
When Harry Met Sally.
it's just
Best movie
It's
that's
a
ever
very, very
been.
cheesy scene. I love that.
See what
Is that no? That's not when Harry met Sally.
No, that's You Got
You Got Mail.
Oh, when she's sick?
Yeah.
She's sad.
Oh.
And she
Sad
and,
as Harry
and she
Met
And
Sally.
then they
She's
sleep
still
together.
snotty.
Yeah.
She's snotty in both of those scenes.
But one
So
of them doesn't have Tom Hanks in it.
that's true. You make a really excellent point. Never mind. I'll be back. Come with me if you want to live. What is this? A center for ants?
Yeah, that's a good one. And Zoolander. I have a really strong affinity for Zoolander because I have a blue steel face that I do anytime a camera is on. I like my face. You'll notice because when I look away from the camera, my face like collapses, and then I look back and it's like, so Zoolander's real life. Like I feel him in my soul. I feel him. I'll be back. We got a lot of I'll be back. I can't do a Schwarzenegger accent. Got it. That's a good one. Anything? Oh, thank you, Stephen. Yeah, she does do the same. See, there's a lot of Meg Ryan snotting on things. Is what we've come to in this conversation. Anybody else need one they really need to get in there? Should we throw another? Thanks. Wow, I really feel loved and seen today, you guys. What else you got? Okay, we seem to have exhausted our bank of movies. So now we have. What is the weirdest thing you find attractive in a person? If it's a Zoolander voice, great. What is the weirdest thing that you find attractive in a person?
Well, I find necks physically attractive. Okay. So
That's weird.
so people with long, like skinny necks.
Your neck.
Always,
That's what Ben finds attractive.
Yeah. Maybe I'm
Your
part
neck.
vampire. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe I was a vampire in a previous life. You know.
Oh my
gosh,
Bridget, I love you. All things Harley Quinn.
Sorry,
the
the voices.
Uncontrollable laughter. Oh,
like
that's
that.
nice. Vicky says noses. Vicky, what about noses? Like a particular kind of nose or just noses in general? Like you prefer people to have them? What? Tell us more. Tell us more, Vicky. What else do we have? You're not late, James. Welcome. You're here just in time to tell us what is a weird thing that you find attractive in people. And it can be, their favorite foods. That's cool. Actually, like, I base a lot of what I think about people. Sorry, people. But I judge you based on what you eat or don't eat. Pretty hardcore. Intellect and empathy.
Phil chose the high road. That's not weird.
Be like
it's
Phil.
a weird thing.
Be like Phil, everyone.
Like, you like the weird intellect and your weird empathy.
A salty disposition and forearms. I like them. Not weird that people have them.
Oh my gosh.
Do they have to go together?
No, I don't have them.
I like well-sculpted calf muscles, and no, I don't have them. Here. It is okay to like things that you don't personally possess. That's totally okay. Well-kept fingernails. Yep, that's nice. Noses equals personality guessing. Vicky, we're going to have a whole talk about this
That's
later.
I don't know if I understand that at all.
A nice set of scapulas.
What is a scapula?
I don't know. I think I know, but I'm not confident, so I'm not going to guess. Talent. Oh, talent's nice. Hands, red hair. Oh, dance without limit. Oh, yeah, when people can dance and look like they're not at all concerned about what's going on. I find that just in general attractive. People who don't seem concerned about what other people think about them because I don't know what that feels like and I want it. So when I see someone who just is running around dancing as though no one is watching, oh man, I want to hang out with that person and become them.
Is it too dark to say emotional unavailability?
I don't know if you can hear Kate. Kate said, is it too dark to say emotional unavailability? And no, I don't think it is, because we've been socially conditioned to look for that. Is he a vampire? Does he have no soul, but he could only love you? He's the one.
Sternocleidomastoids?
Y'all.
We need to Google all of your responses this
Shoulder
week.
blades. Scapulas. Shoulder blades. There
That's
you go.
pretty weird.
Shoulder blades.
Oh, shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Nice.
Back there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's nice. Facial expressions. Tattoos. Do you find tattoos
I find tattoos
attractive? Lots
very
of
attractive.
tattoos. Yeah,
I don't think that's weird, though. I don't think,
that's true. I guess it's not that weird.
Yeah. I think lots of
I think
people
we've just gone into, though, like, now this is just things
what
that
we
people...
what we find attractive.
Yeah, facial expressions. I like what Zach said. Facial expressions, like when someone has a quirky facial expression that they make that's just a weird facial tick. I like that. I like it when people smile funny or crooked or have one eye that squints up or like, I don't know, all that stuff is nice. Things that make people human. Okay,
That's true.
good talk.
Good talk.
Now we know. Now we know how to impress all of you. We're going to get bumper upped here. You ready? Here it comes. Bumper up.
Oh, hi.
Now we're back here. It's the Van and Karen show.
There's a world at war, caught in suffering, silent casualties. Oh, God, grant us peace. In these sleepless nights, I can hardly breathe. Despite brutality, I know that we'll be free. I know that we'll be free. Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. Oh, the love dares us to see we'll all be free. In these desperate times, love will hold us near. Love will join our hands, teach us to have no fear. As we lay our head down and watch their feet, as we see our neighbor, we'll all be free. Yes, we'll all be free. Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. Oh, the love dares us to see we'll all be free. Let the light in, let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. Oh, the love dares us to see we'll all be free.
We'll be free, free. We'll all be free. We'll be free, free. We'll all be free. We'll be free, free. We'll all be free. We are free, free. We'll all be free.
Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. Oh, the love dares us to see we'll all be free. Let the light in, let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. Oh, the love dares us to see we'll all be free. We'll all be free. We'll all be free. We'll all be free.
Hello, kids, both young and old, small and less small. I'm Pastor Colby, and I'm here to be with you on the Kids Corner today. Thank you for hanging out with me, whether it's now live, hi Wesley, or maybe later. Your parents are like, hey, there's this story that I want to share with you on the YouTubes. Before I read this story, which by the way is called Bruno's Hat, I'd like to invite you to take a deep breath in with me. In through your nose, like you're breathing in the smell of fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. I love that. And then blow out that birthday candle. Helps you remember that your body's here and it's working and it's good. Okay, this is called Bruno's Hat, like I said, and it goes like this. I'm Peter. I'm the kid in blue. Right there. You see Peter? He's in blue. Sorry, camera's having a hard time. There it is. There's Peter. I'm the kid in blue. Bruno's my friend. But I almost ruined everything, all because of his weird hat. Can you see Bruno right there? He's got a hat on. Yeah, okay, there it is. He's got a hat on. And they call it a weird hat. At first, we were best friends, and I hardly even noticed his hat. We played Super Spaceman and football. We hunted for treasure. We watched movies and we did homework together. Sounds like a pretty good friend. Then one day, sensing the rising climax here. Then one day, Sergio started laughing at Bruno. Bruno, you're weird. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo with the weird hat. He said it louder and louder. And Bruno didn't answer. So Sergio kept saying it every single day. You're weird. Weirdo with the weird hat. Finally, I yelled, stop messing with Bruno. Sergio snarled, you're a weirdo too. Peter the weirdo. I ran home. I wasn't a weirdo. Sergio thought I was, just because Bruno was my friend. But Bruno was the weird one, not me. Bruno called and called, but I didn't answer. I didn't want to be a weirdo. So I started hanging out with Sergio and Leah. Not so much Bruno. They didn't play Super Spaceman, and to be honest, Sergio's jokes weren't that funny. But nobody bothered me. I thought, man, if Bruno would just stop wearing that hat, then Sergio wouldn't bother him either. Yesterday, Sergio snatched Bruno's hat and threw it in a puddle. And Leah laughed. It made me mad, but I kept quiet. I've been there before. Bruno grabbed his hat and he went and hid in the trees. But when I tried to follow, he ran away. At home, my mom asked, why don't we call Bruno for a play date? I told her Bruno wasn't my friend anymore. And she couldn't believe it. And when I told her why, it kind of made me think a bit. Why hadn't I been a true friend? So I asked my mom to call Bruno's mom and invite them over. I was a little afraid that Bruno might not want to come. But he did come. I kind of felt shy at first. Then Bruno smiled and I smiled back. We played Super Spaceman and we ate goodies, and his mom made 2 hats like Bruno's. One's just for me. The next time Sergio laughed at Bruno, I spoke up. Sergio, see? Bruno isn't the only one with the weird hat. I have one. And I gave one to Leah, and we like them. Where's your hat, Sergio? Don't you want to be weird like us? Sergio was stunned. Bruno started dancing and singing, we are weirdos with weird hats. We are weirdos with weird hats. Leah and I joined in. It was a pretty catchy song after all. We laughed and laughed. I went to Sergio and I put my hat on his head. You can wear mine. Now we're all weird together. Dance around with us. We are weirdo with weird hats. We are weirdos with weird hats. Sergio smiled. Then I went to Bruno and said, friends forever. Take another deep breath in with me and let it all out. Thanks for being with me today on Kids Corner. Mwah!
Oh, gather up the brokenness and bring it to me now. The fragrance of the promises you never dared to vow. The splinters that you carry, the cross you left behind. Come healing of the body, come healing of the mind. And let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn. Come healing of the spirit, come healing come healing of the mind. Oh, see the darkness healing that tore the light apart. Come healing of the reason, come healing of the heart. Oh, troubled dust concealing an undivided love, the heart beneath this teaching to the broken heart above. Oh, let the heavens falter, oh, let the earth proclaim, come healing of the altar, come healing of the name. Oh, longing of the branches to lift the little bud, oh, longing of the arteries to purify the blood, oh, let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn, come healing of the spirit, come healing of the limb. Oh, let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn, come healing of the spirit, come healing of the limb.
This chair's really squeaky. That's right, I'll wait. Hi, everyone. It all belongs. When I was a senior in high school, I was going through what still to this day qualifies as the most difficult situation of my life. It was dark, it was painful, it was grueling, and I was dating a magical human who made me laugh, a person I adored and adored me. We were best friends, a person who treated me with so much kindness and respect, it was ridiculous. So I broke up with him. Abruptly and disastrously, and with no explanation to him. In fact, I think it was in an email. That's an aside.
Wow.
All I knew was that it didn't make sense to have a life-giving relationship or experience at all, where we had so much fun and laughter in the midst of a tragic and difficult time in my life. I was going through hell, so my whole life had to be hell. Everything had to match. I believed that since I was devastated and struggling, that I couldn't also be happy and taken care of. Joy and laughter did not belong inside of a dark time. I wonder where I learned that. The art of separation and categorization, carefully curating our lives to be one thing and one thing only at a time. Strategically sorting even our very souls to be tidy. Because sad and happy are opposites. So I couldn't make happiness fit. It was like a puzzle piece from the wrong puzzle. If misery was one piece of my puzzle, then the whole puzzle had to be misery. This made rational sense to me at the time. Because we start sorting it all out like it's our mission as young babes. What's right or wrong, dark or light, strong or weak, joy or sadness, masculine or feminine, peace or chaos. Sorting, sorting, sorting. Opposing ideas, opposing experiences, opposing realities. We teach preschoolers to recognize opposites on flashcards so that their whole lives through, they'll see boy and they'll think the opposite is girl. They'll see strong and think the opposite is weak. They won't even have to process this information, let alone think critically of it, because we've ensured that they memorize it as they develop, solidifying pathways in their minds so that sorting is reflexive. Brave or coward, dark or light, spiritual or secular, God or human, sharp or soft, bad or good. We live in a world of our own making, of broad brushstrokes and good guys versus bad guys, us versus them. And so we, here at Sojo, we say it all belongs because we long to paint the world whole, to make a new world, one where belonging is the ethos. And to do that, we practice paradox. The practice of inviting and integrating more than one reality at a time, it's imperative to our mission of wholeness. You see, in spiritual practice, paradox is when two realities seem in opposition to each other. The rational mind it's sorted them, and it's deemed them opposite, opposing, contradictory. But the deeper reality that we're invited into is that these opposing realities are actually complementary, interconnected, and interdependent. So our spiritual practice is to dig deeper, to see all of the ways in which our seemingly opposing realities are actually in partnership with each other, to see contradiction and to pause. The rational mind works quickly to assume opposition, and instead, we invite cooperation. We practice embracing paradox because it alleviates our suffering. Suffering is not the same thing as pain and struggle. Suffering is the result of going through pain in a way that does not integrate other realities as well. Going back to my senior year of high school, I suffered a lot because I didn't know how to integrate joy or even comfort. My pain sat alone as the soul experience, and therefore I suffered. Suffering is much more difficult to heal from. It's the experience of being stuck, being trapped inside the mind and at one with misery. When we learn to integrate moments of joy, humor, comfort, relief, levity, and rest alongside our pain, then our pain is manageable and compostable. A paradoxical foundation that makes us the wild and resilient holders that we are, survivors who make beauty out of ashes. And we practice embracing paradox because it's the only way that we can grow and change. It is the key to transformation. If our only choice is to either be a good person or a bad person, for instance, if we stay in that sorting of opposites, then how would we ever grow? These dualistic characterizations are stagnant, and they breed apathy. They keep us stuck. When we recognize instead that each and every one of us is a complicated human with great capacity for doing good and great capacity for causing harm, we are then wide open to make the necessary changes to create an actually more kind and just world. I can't change bad people who do bad things, but I can grow my own understanding of how I can sometimes be complicit in the sustaining of unjust systems. I cannot change bad people who do bad things, but I can have difficult conversations with folks who haven't learned any different yet. A growth mindset for ourselves and for our world can only exist outside of our rigid boxes and inside of the paradox of our existence, that we ourselves are walking, breathing, both and. And we practice embracing paradox because it is how we love people, including, especially, ourselves. Think about it. How many times have you rejected a piece of your own being because it didn't fit? What even now are you missing? maybe even as far back as early childhood because it didn't seem to fit the puzzle? What have you severed inside of you in pursuit of the world's ideas about you? I still try to be tough because I'm fiery, and fiery people can't be tender. Then I still try to be soft because that's what women are. And then the two conflicting efforts go to war with each other, and inside that opposition, it tears me apart. We tear ourselves to shreds when we allow ourselves only to be one thing, and that is not love. Love never asks someone to sever a part of who they are, to bring only a piece of themselves to the table. Love sees your dark and your light, and it pulls up 2 chairs. I am fierce and fiery and bold, and I am tender, and I am a mother, and I am a soft place to land. There is no need to go to war with myself. I am both and. I love me well when I hold all of me at once. When we finally accept that life isn't a puzzle at all, there we find wholeness. To dance in the dark, to bask in the sunshine in the middle of the night, to know that you yourself are a walking, breathing paradox. You're a speck of dust and the entire universe, an image bearer of the divine, love broken into endless pieces. You're a fragment of the whole and entirely whole. A body that is spiritual, soul and skin. You're a contradiction. There is always great joy in the midst of sorrow and great sorrow in the midst of pure joy. Any one of us who've ever loved or grieved, we know this deep in our bones, that there is sunshine in the middle of the night. And we experience peace only when we embrace that, growth only when we accept it, abundant life only when we dance with it. The paradox of spirit is inviting us to find clarity in the dark, to never shrink, and to always remember how small you are. To hopeful lament, to accept ourselves wholly exactly as we are, and to completely transform ourselves in every moment. To wild abandon and careful discipline. To never arrive and to always be home. To cause a quiet ruckus, to be fierce and gentle, soft and tough, pierce and smoothing, to find the middle of everything, to both and it all, especially ourselves. It shouldn't be surprising that a spirit who is all would invite us to all. And yet she catches us off guard again and again as she whispers, there too. Yeah, even there. Yes, there as well. I don't know about you, but I was raised to believe that Jesus is both fully human and fully God. We're going to take communion here in just a moment. And I was thinking about this idea, this doctrine, this theology that I was handed as a small child. Jesus is both fully God and fully human. Is there a greater invitation to paradox than that? And yet, in the same traditions where we were taught this paradox, we weren't able to actually receive the invitation to step into that paradox. Because our minds are so trained to think only one thing. And so the church, historically, Jesus is God, right? Just like forget all of his humanity. And then oftentimes in the world, Jesus is just so fully human, that's it. And I don't want either one of those. Because what an invitation to believe that Jesus is actually fully God and fully human. I still love that belief because it doesn't hang out in the Christian church, really, and it doesn't hang out in the world. It is third way thinking. It is an invitation because it's an archetype. It is a mirror so that we can look back at our own lives and see the fully God, the fully divine, and the fully human here. in ourselves. And then look out and see the fully divine and the fully human in everyone else. As we take communion this morning, I invite us to let those elements, whatever they are, and I love the way we do it, whatever those elements are, to let this be a practice of reminding ourselves of paradox, that you are fully human and fully divine. Let that be what those elements are to us this morning. What she got this morning? We got blueberry muffin from Einstein Bagels, which are really good.
Not just from Einstein Bagels. Why did we get these muffins? Why did we get these muffins yesterday? Can we just say that?
Because we had a board meeting and it was in person.
In person?
Everyone's fully vaccinated, so we got to have an in-person Sojo board meeting.
And it was so good. We have some incredible humans that serve this community in this capacity. And these are some leftovers from that. So what a perfect source of communion for us. Thanks for that incredible reflection, meditation on paradox and belonging.
It all belongs,
Amen.
including your humanity and your divinity.
Take and eat. Let us know what you're eating with today.
Eating with?
What are you eating with?
What are you eating with?
Is that what I said?
Yeah, and it was awesome. What are you eating with?
And what are you eating with?
I like it.
What are you eating communion with?
A fork.
I don't know.
A finger.
I think it was just a mistake, and I just need to own it.
That's hard for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Even when it's a cute and funny mistake.
Oh, that was very moist. It kind of just hung out in the caverns of my facial orifice for.
I wonder how many people in our feed are
Hydration
those
time.
types of humans who can't stand that you just said that word.
Moist and orifice in one sentence.
Ooh, yeah.
I belong. Me and my vernac. Me and my vernac. Even that was weird
I
for
mean,
me.
I'm not sure that belongs.
Power bar oats and banana bar from Phil C.
Like,
So
we
does
believe it all belongs, but we also protect the space to cultivate belonging.
That's true. Sometimes people gotta protect people from you.
Anyway, we gotta do the
Melted
drink
chocolate
part.
eaten with a spoon. See, thank you, Holly. Holly followed directions. She lets us know what she's eating with.
This part is always my reminder that the dirty, gritty, messy part of life belongs, and it is part of what makes our experience divine. Do you have a drink? Do you need a drink?
I'm sharing yours. Hi, Aaron. So glad you're with us today. Also, love your YouTube profile.
Is that Pokemon anime something? Cool. Now I wish I'd eaten with oven mitts or perhaps imitation lobster claws. That's amazing. I wish that too, Zach.
Can we do one more song?
Yeah.
Yay.
Excellent.
Oh, this song.
I was thinking about how, like, today in the liturgical calendar is Pentecost, and how that ties into what you're kind of saying is that everyone heard the message they want to hear, like contextualized themselves in their own language, in their own tongue, in the way they understood it. And part of that message was the fact that Jesus said he would send the Comforter, and the Comforter came as fire. And I think that's really interesting, like fire being comforting. So, all the things.
I find fire comforting.
Can you press that button over there so
Yeah.
you can hear it?
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Oh, oh, oh. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. 'Cause you belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free.
I agree, you do belong somewhere where you can feel free, and that place, should you need it, is here at Sojourn Grace. You belong here, and you are free. I am going to share a couple house notes with you. BT Dubs, I realize that we haven't acknowledged what that video is in a while. So for those of you who might have been, joined us in the last couple months and are kind of curious about what this video is every time we say house notes, that's just one of the things that we sort of found ourselves doing in our church since we started 7 years ago. Is we would call our church announcement time, we would call it house notes, and every time someone says that word, then the rest of the church would just shout out in that sort of way of styling it. And so when we started doing virtual live church, we invited people to film themselves saying that phrase, and then we would play it back every time somebody said house notes.
It's my favorite thing.
So that's why that happens.
I like it so much.
Okay, we do have a couple of those HNs to share with you. The first is this. If you would like to support the mission of Sojourn, if you'd like to support us
Nothing.
and our mission of wholeness, we invite you to do that at our Joy Box.
Woo!
That's also another
Same
thing we
story,
do.
different sound. Yep.
Yeah, but we won't do that where I say that over and over again because,
Nope.
again, we have to protect the space from me. But you can do that at sojourngrace.com/donate, or you can now give on Venmo.
You said your vernac is
Whack
back.
vernac.
That actually checks out. Anyway, thank you for those of you who have been supporting us all especially all quarantine long when we didn't talk about it for a year because it just didn't seem right. And now we've been talking about it because, hey, we are nearing that point when this pandemic is slightly in our rearview mirror, and we're going to be, filling more about that as here in the coming weeks. But for now, if you want to support our mission through your tax-deductible contributions, donations, gifts, tithes, and offerings, you can do that at the link on the screen. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is that we have created, to sort of coincide and go along with our It All Belongs series, is we have sweatshirts and we have shirts available in the merch store. Right now, the merch store lives on Ben Grace Music's. Thanks, Ben Grace, for hosting all of our merch.
Thanks, Ben.
And I'm going to post that on the for the YouTubers. So there is a link to go to the store for YouTube, and I'm going to go to Facebook and post it there. Eventually, you can go to store.sojourngrace.com, but I just set up that subdomain redirect this morning, and it can take a minute for 24 hours for it to populate.
Doesn't
Hi,
work today.
Vanessa.
It'll probably work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa's first time here. She's reading through the
sweet.
shift with her husband.
That is soups fun. Oops, Susan, I
Whack-vernac.
responded to your comment as the link. That's not what I meant to do.
It's
It all belongs.
we're still
you.
talking about imitation lobster
it is.
claws.
Yeah, it went on
That's still
for a
happening?
while.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach. That really provided some.
So that's how we're going to take communion next
Far.
week.
Yes, that's what Lilia said. She's like, so what I'm hearing is next week we will have imitation lobster claws.
Yeah.
to take
Maybe that
communion
means our
with.
communion elements should be s'mores, so we can like hold the stick.
Well, see, so here's how
You
we
don't
get
see the
to
correlation?
here's how we get so many of the places that we wind up.
Yep. Welcome to Sojo.
Anyway, so you can get those. We have those. We have It All Belongs sweatshirts, and we have It All Belongs t-shirts.
Yeah.
And all of the proceeds of that go towards something. Am I blanking on what they go
Social
towards?
justice.
It just goes to all of our
justice
social
Oh,
initiatives.
thank you. Like, was there anything in particular that we were? But
oh, wow,
it
there
is
are
our,
on
it
top
is our
things.
social justice efforts.
Not quite there yet.
as
We
our
have some
work.
more house notes, but now we'll have it when we're ready.
Nope.
Oh, God.
I think that actually was the end of our noting, wasn't it?
Oh, sure, except for I would like to just say to the thing that you alluded to that it is now that time in pandemic. California is leading the way in vaccinations. June 15th, correct me anywhere I'm wrong, anybody, but June 15th, the state opens up entirely. Restrictions are removed. What else did I want to say? I don't know. It's just getting safer and safer. And so we've always said that we would match whatever, not just state, but also county, city, all the things, regulations are happening. And so we'll do that. And we also have to take into consideration, though, on top of that, everyone's emotional well-being and feelings of safety and processing all of that. And then also finances. Because when pandemic happened, we, like every other organization, that's the word I was looking for, everyone, all the humans, had to cut back, and we have not been meeting at our in-person meeting place, so therefore we have not been paying rent, which matched quite well also the loss of funds, right? So now to meet in a space again, we'll have to reevaluate that, bump up funds, figure out how to pay for that. So the point is that we're having all those talks. Our in-person board meeting yesterday was great for that.
Aye.
And we will announce next week-ish,
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
the reopening phases and plans.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But the first phase of that I can say now, right?
Yeah, I think that's happening irregardless.
Okay.
Oh no.
Whack vernac.
This is where we fight. It's bad. Okay. You were saying. Go ahead.
Regardless, we are going to start meeting after Virch Church. So we'll still do this exactly as we have been for the next few weeks or so. But we will also afterwards go to a place here in San Diego called Morley Field, big wide open space, and have in-person hangout time outside. That'll be really just relaxed, casual, come as you are, bring a blanket, bring your own food, bring whatever
practice
you
seeing
want,
each other
lawn
again.
games, just practice being social
Lawn
again,
games.
awkward conversation in person. So that'll be fun to see y'all. Come hang out at Morley Field with us. I'll make sure to remind everyone.
I don't know. The printer is speaking in tongues.
Oh, that's the printer?
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
thought it was the
Having its
turtle,
own-
the
thought you had, like,
alien.
a
We have an
possum in your
alien
cupboard.
turtle.
It's a whole.
Did you
I
guys
just
know
realized
that?
something as I looked down at my shirt.
You have crabs.
Whoa!
Wow.
Everybody hide your eyes. So
I mean,
they can
it's
see
not
the
a
crab.
lobster, but it's so close that it's
lobsters.
still weird. It's weird.
Should we mention all of that reopening chat about how if you are virtual only, we love
Yes.
you and we're not about to abandon you
Yes,
when
all of
we
that
do
is-
that.
yep.
We've said it many times, but we'll say it again.
We'll say it one more time. We're not going to leave you. We just talked yesterday at our in-person board meeting about fun ways to like keep the screen so everybody can see it. So we just keep watching that comment roll, and talked about how to put that on big TVs and make sure that we all still get to connect with each other.
We might make your comment
funny,
visible
awkward
to more
ways.
people. But
We talked about that too. Potential awkwardness.
just gonna hold you
Of that.
accountable for
It all
everything you say.
belongs.
And continuing to do the James, why did I ever leave San Diego?
You can come back.
You can come back, yes.
Speak in tongues at Morley Field. I like it.
Bring your
We're not that weird, I promise. Come hang out with us at Morley Field.
Wait, how did we get the tongues?
Because Ben
it was,
said the printer was
turtle
speaking
was
in
speaking.
tongues.
Oh no, the
Someone
printer
was
was.
Oh, the alien turtle
Listen.
also speaks in tongues.
So it's time to go. Before this
Evolving.
gets worse.
You have the focus, Karen, so
I do.
it's all on you.
See you next week at Morley Field. Yeah. I'll be bringing probably a charcuterie board, right?
Wait,
Karen?
next
Is
week?
that next
Naturally.
week? Are we doing that next week?
No, I thought it was like, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was like June 13th. Oh, goodness.
We'll see you at least on June 13th.
I'm gonna be at
out
Morley
in the
Field
newsletter.
next week
Oh.
with my kids.
It's like
hanging out
it's
outside.
we'll
do you want to be there?
soft
with me?
launch and then
I
a
don't know what
launch
Colby
launch.
will do.
Soft launch is next week.
Launch.
Launch is coming
Ready?
in June. Okay, you want to throw one of those early.
Oh yeah,
Totally,
there's
one.
lots of them up there.
Benedictors.
Oh.
England did it first, way up. Oh, Holly.
They would.
Yeah, they did it like
Where are you
yesterday.
going?
And
Where
I
are
don't
you
know.
going?
I was trying. You find it. You said you
I
saw
know.
it.
There it is.
I was trying to take it from you.
Because you're a child of God.
Now we're gonna find the other one.
Now we wait.
We're good at this.
Someone just put
Well,
them both.
there's both, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mel.
Because
so is everyone else. Go in peace, everyone. Have a great week.
Do we done?
Oh, yeah.
Are we done?
We're done. We
In
love
video.
it.